I'm Tom Baker, this is Chasing Cars, and today is another exciting day for buyers of relatively affordable electric vehicles here in Australia because MG has finally announced the price of its long-awaited rear-wheel drive MG4 hatchback, and it's going to cost $47,990 before on-road costs here in Australia for the first variant that will be released for our market, but there are going to be more versions of the MG4 coming later. First up will be a model called the MG4 Essence. It's getting the big battery, 61.7 kilowatt hours of usable capacity, 64 kilowatt hours total. It's getting 150 kilowatts of power and 250 Newton meters of torque, rear-wheel drive, which is really exciting for driving dynamics. And in terms of range, its WLTP range claim is 435 kilometers, so a little bit short of the top-end long-range SE model that's sold in the UK, but that's because the model that Australia is getting is actually more like a mid-spec MG4. It isn't a top-of-the-range model, it isn't a base model. They're probably going to come along later for Australia. Instead, MG are going to launch with a mid-spec Essence grade at that $47,990 plus on-road costs. In terms of drive-away price here in New South Wales, that's going to be around $49,000 to $50,000 because stamp duty is waived at that kind of price before on-road costs. Your state might vary, and the EV incentives that you can get from state to state do tend to vary here in Australia. But the MG4 will become one of Australia's cheapest electric vehicles when it launches. So when is it coming? Well, customer orders open online and throughout MG's national dealer network from the 11th of April 2023. So that's in a few days' time, just after the Easter long weekend. But deliveries won't happen immediately. MG Australia says they'll be launching the MG4 Essence in the second half of 2023. So customer deliveries sometime from July through to the end of the year. We don't know specific timing and they won't tell us just yet. Now, excitingly, additional MG4 models might actually join the range at launch. And if I was a betting man, I'd have my money on two MG4 models to come along to supplement the Essence. The first one would be a version with the small battery. We know there's one in Australia being tested right now. It might be called SE, it might be called something else, but using the small battery and offering around 350 kilometers of driving range. Now that car has cloth seats, it's got smaller 17-inch wheels, it's a lower spec car, and we think that might be priced somewhere around $42,990 plus on-road costs. But as well as a base model, we think there's also probably room for a top-of-the-range MG4 to come to Australia, perhaps called the Trophy, adding in a few extra luxury features that the Essence doesn't have. So the Essence does not have heated seats, heated steering wheel, or integrated satellite navigation, but the Essence does have almost everything else the UK market Trophy does get. So you're getting 18-inch wheels, you're getting the cool twin aero spoiler, you're getting the two-tone roof, you're getting the smartphone companion app for the car, 360-degree camera, wireless charging, and the MG Pilot safety suite. So the Essence is a pretty well-equipped car as a mid-spec model, just no heated seats, no heated steering wheel, and no integrated satellite navigation. Of course, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in the cabin. The cabin looks quite contemporary. You've got a big touchscreen as well and a small driver's screen there. Now, we're looking forward to driving the MG4. We'll do our usual independent range and charging test on this vehicle, as well as providing all of our insights on how it drives when the MG4 launches here in Australia in the second half of 2023. Let me know your thoughts on the price of this first model down below, whether you'll be ordering an MG4. While you're down there, hit subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more EV reviews and news. And as always, thanks for watching Chasing Cars.